This just in. FinFind's latest MSME Access to Finance report just landed, and it reads like a thriller, minus the happy ending. Out of 10,000 funding requests, the smallest firms asked for the least money, yet got shoved to the back of the line. Welcome to the South African funding paradox. The businesses that create 80% of jobs struggle most to borrow lunch money-sized loans. But before we talk solutions, let's look at what the data actually reveals. And it's not what most people think. 10,000 plus applications were studied across 605 products from 315 lenders between September 2023 and August 2024. And 38.7% of SMEs asked for under 250,000 Rand. 30.8% wanted between 250,000 Rand and 1 million Rand. And 37% of requests now originate outside Gauteng, a rising tide for outlying provinces. Translation: entrepreneurs aren't begging for billions. They're seeking bridge funding, equipment upgrade, and breathing room. But why are micro businesses still getting sidelined? If you've ever tried getting a loan for your small business and it felt like the system wasn't built for you, you're not imagining things. Most lenders still use credit scoring tools designed for individuals, not businesses. So instead of evaluating things like customer demand, supplier reliability, or consistent cash flow, the algorithm's flagging a late cell phone payment from 2021. That's how a profitable street vendor with 5 employees gets turned down faster than a gym contract in July. Until lenders update their risk models to reflect how micro businesses actually operate, good businesses will keep slipping through the cracks. Here's a classic case of progress getting tripped by policy. More women than ever are applying for business funding. 36.1% of all requests, to be exact. But instead of rising to meet that demand, finance products specifically tailored to women-led business have dropped 33%. That's like more people lining up at your restaurant while you quietly take half the tables out. It's not just bad optics, it's bad economics. What this tells us is clear. Lenders and policymakers need to stop treating female entrepreneurship as a nice to have and start designing funding that actually fits the reality on the ground. Everyone loves to talk about supporting SMEs, but without detailed national tracking of SME lending, those promises are built on guesswork. The Reserve Bank's BA 900 forms still don't separate SME lending data from the rest, making it nearly impossible to see who's being served and who isn't. That's not just a policy oversight, it's a strategic blind spot. When the numbers aren't visible, funding gaps stay hidden and no one's held accountable. Until we get transparency, micro businesses are stuck building their own paper trails just to prove they exist. But here are 3 funding-ready moves you can control. As a duct tape marketing strategist and StoryBrand certified guide, I know that you can't control the lending climate, but you can control your readiness. Start here. Number 1, get your paperwork photo ready. Most lenders don't expect you to have a CFO, but they do expect basic financial hygiene. That means up-to-date monthly or quarterly management accounts, and Excel is fine, just be consistent, a 12-month cash flow forecast that shows where the money's going, and a valid tax certificate. Don't get tripped up on the admin. Bonus points if you can show revenue trends or attach proof of repeat clients. Number 2, cast a wider net. Banks are picky, slow, and still warming up to micro lending. But they're not the only game in town. Explore peer-to-peer lending platforms like Rainfin, Funding Hub, or Bridgement. Invoice financing, turn unpaid invoices into short-term cash. Equipment leasebacks, tap assets without selling them. Development finances like CIFA and NEF. Bank says no shouldn't be the end. It's just level 1. Think of it as unlocking side quests. Number 3, feed the algorithms good data. Most matching platforms like FinFind run on algorithms. The more detail you give, the better your funding options become. Include accurate industry codes, specific funding purpose, up-to-date turnover, and BE and ownership data. Think of it like Tinder for term loans. The clearer and more honest your profile, the better your match. Get clear, get competitive, and get funded. If banks won't play ball, more paying customers might be the next best plan. A business that clearly explains what it does, who it helps, and why it's worth buying from will always be in a better position to grow, even without outside funding. That's where my 5-minute marketing fix comes in. It's a free tool that helps you create one sharp, simple sentence to explain your business so prospects say yes faster and funders see real traction. You can download it in the description below or at strategicmarketingtribe.com/fix. Because sometimes the fastest path to cash isn't alone. It's better messaging. But what about you? What's your biggest funding snag? Documents, data, or dead ends? Drop it below and let's talk strategy. I'm Vicky Sidler from the Strategic Marketing Tribe, and I post helpful news updates for small businesses every day.